There is this question I'm yet to understand. Why the people that are in Kenya Kwanza government, broad-based government, they are working tirelessly to ensure that Kalonzo Musyoka becomes the Ruto's competitor, not Edwin Sifuna or rather any other person in loyal opposition or those alternative government. Just listen from
the Sifuna factor. Is that giving you sleepless nights?
No, because Sifuna is being prepared for slaughter.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He's being fattened for slaughter. Can I explain to you?
Expound, yes.
Yeah. One. Tomorrow is 10th of August. The elections is going to be on the 10th of August.
Yes.
Tomorrow is exactly
1 year.
1 year tomorrow. No political party. Okay? No political party. You look at the people in his team in terms of sustaining a presidential campaign, with all profound respect, I don't think the guy who is going to come up with a strategy to win the whole country is Boni Kharawale. With profound respect, you know? You see, you just look, you know, show me your friends. I'll tell you who you are. So I look at my brother, my younger brother Sifuna. I say, is this a formation? My friend, I was here since 92 with Matiba, 97 with Kibaki, 02 with Kibaki, 07 with Kibaki, 13 with Uhuru, 17 with Uhuru, 22 with Ruto. I must know something, surely, after all those presidential elections. And I know how presidential elections are won. The way you to win presidency is not that thing I'm fighting around Sifuna there. All the excitement and the razzmatazz notwithstanding, that's not the way. That's number one. Number two, some good folks, it is difficult to be Edwin Sifuna right now. Mimi sio Sifuna, kwa sababu it is difficult, it's painful. I refuse the invitation to be Sifuna because it's not a very good place to be. Now, let me explain to you what's happening. So, some people go to Sifuna, and like that mythology of Greek gods who lift you up and they tell you now you are also a god, you can also fly. That's exactly what they are doing to Edwin Watenya Sifuna. They are telling him, now you are up there, you know, like the Greek gods, you're also a god, you can fly yourself, you know. So they are putting this thing in both Sifuna and the Mulembe nation that Sifuna cannot play second fiddle to anyone. You see? They are doing that, yeah? Meanwhile, take this to the bank. Take this to the bank. The only one thing that Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua, they don't agree on many things, but they agree on one thing. Who is their candidate? You know, in 2007, there was a question about who was the candidate. And you remember that charade for ODM? You remember that charade that was at Kasarani? Oh, Ruto is a candidate, and Nyaga, the Red Joe Nyaga, and I don't know which other candidate was there. And then I think Musalia was a candidate.
Yes. And
then after a lot of drama, and because of some magic there, Baba is declared the candidate, like it was ever in question. It come to 2013. Oh, you know, Kalonzo, what? Then it comes to Baba, because even a stud one people knew that Baba was a candidate in 2013.
Yes.
You know, you come to 2017, oh, NASA, but we knew, after all that drama, we knew the candidate was going to be Baba. You know, 2022, yeah, after a lot of, you know, splitting hairs, we knew Baba was a candidate. As sure as day follows night, the candidate for Rigathi Gachagua and the candidate for Uhuru Kenyatta, who is one, is known. And it's one, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So they'll take you through all this drama, but it's already been decided.
But let me ask you this. What if Rigiji wins his court case? Because he said recently that he's the one person...
Rigiji does not want to be president. He doesn't want.
But he said he's the one person who can remove Ruto.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to be president.
What do you mean?
No, he doesn't want to. He knew he can't be president.
But he's a kingmaker.
Even if he's cleared, he knows the kind of antipathy that his candidature would... and he's not stupid. Rigiji is anything but stupid. He's not stupid. He's a very intelligent fella. What he does with his intelligence is a question. But intelligent he is, you know. So he's not one guy who is going to put his name on the ballot. You know, people can lie to you. You should have called somebody else. I am here to tell you the truth. The facts as they are. Rigathi Gachagua does not want to be a presidential candidate. Take that to the bank. Number two, the candidate decided candidate, not candidate of choice, the decided candidate for Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta, the only one thing among the many differences they have that they find consensus is that their candidate is Kalonzo Musyoka. That is why they're just disagreeing on who is going to control Kalonzo Musyoka, who is going to be the, the majority shareholder in Kalonzo Musyoka Incorporated, that's the whole question that is there. So Uhuru would want to have majority shares in Kalonzo Musyoka, Rigathi would want to have majority shares in Kalonzo Musyoka, but they all agreed that, like Henry Ford, you can choose any color as long as it's black, that's the whole thing. So you can choose any candidate for them as long as it is Kalonzo Musyoka. Now, where does that leave my very good friend, Fred Okengo Matiang'i? That's number one. Number two, why, in their opinion, in opinion of some people, they are hyping up Sifuna so that Sifuna can be the running mate to Kalonzo Musyoka. That's the whole thing. Hype him up, bring him up. But that is okay, which is fine, no problem. Sifuna is a brilliant young man. He has got years ahead of him. But in his opinion, I'm not sure they gave him the memo that they were preparing him for running mate position. They didn't give him the memo. And so therefore, Sifuna is going all over, and especially to the Mulembe Nation, giving them false hopes that he is going to be a presidential candidate. That you heard yesterday, Malala, Cleophas Malala, saying that, telling a lie in broad daylight, that Rigathi Gachagua can support Malala for president. No, he cannot, because he doesn't believe that Malala has come of age. That's the truth. Number two, he knows he can control Kalonzo, but he can't control Sifuna. He knows that. He knows that. And he is not just about. I think he's lost his deposit once for the candidates.
And they need to know that how the politics used to be in this country, it's really changed. Na kama bado hawajui politics hii Kenya ilibadilishika wapi. When Gen Z managed to storm the parliament, that was the end of the old tyranny politics, where wanakaanga tu that just changing monkeys in different forests. This time round we are saying no. There's no way that Kalonzo Musyoka has been in this government right from 1980 up to now. Hakuna kitu amefanya. Jamaa jitumi, they're now projecting him atatakaa tu nyuma. How can you compare Kalonzo Musyoka with Raila Amolo Odinga, guys? Raila alikuwa mtu anajituma. Raila used to hold meetings. Raila used to do rallies until late at night as Sifuna is doing. Now Kalonzo Musyoka amekaa kuli Sekuru. Yeye ni kutoka na ka press statement kusomea Wakenya. Then you expect that through all this hard work that you are seeing through all this hard work yenye tumeona kutoka kwa Sifuna, we'll just sit down and now give it to Kalonzo Musyoka. This time round no bana. Hii haikubadiliki. The only thing that Kenyans want is that someone that can defeat William Samoei Ruto. And Kenya Kwanza pia wamekaa chini wameona Kalonzo, waache tumproject yeye akuwe Ruto's competitor. Ndio Ruto amshinda asubuhi na mapema. Hii hatutakubali. Guys, kama bado hujasubscribe in this channel, kindly please take a minute or two before we dive in and explain to you why this Kenya Kwanza brigade, this Kenya Kwanza sycophant are trying as much as they can to possess Kalonzo Musyoka as the possible competitor to William Samoei Ruto come 2027. In case this is your first time, again, click that subscribe button, then allow notification buttons to be on. Whenever we shall be producing a video like this one, YouTube will automatically be giving you a notification. And again, guys, don't forget to give this video thumbs up so that YouTube can at least recommend it to the more people. Now, this Kenya Kwanza government, those supporters, they have sit down and realized that Sifuna ticket will be more jovial to many Kenyans to vote for come 2027. Sifuna ticket will defeat Ruto very early in the morning. Sifuna ticket is a ticket that is going with a wave that begins in 2024. Immediately the Gen Z stormed the parliament wakasema, okay, moving forward, we don't want to circle the same mangi in different forests. Now, we want our own. We want someone who at least ajui like experience kubwa in government, mtu mwenye hata yani ametokea tu from nowhere so to be the president. But sasa hii mambo ya kusema like hii watu tunaona kina Peter Munya, kina Justin Muturi, we're just wasting your time. Kenyans are no longer reading those pages you used to read. Kenyans are far away. Sisi tunataka mtu So take for example Burkina Faso. When Traore became a president, did he have any tuseme experience? No. We need young leaders in this government, si ati watu wale wazee tu. That's why there is no change in Kenya. Hata mpige kura ni kama watu ni wale wale tu, there is no change, kwa sababu wanaingianga penyewe maachia kuloot ndio wanaendelea kuloot. But now a young person like Sifuna akiingia in government na loot, so hatakuwa anafanya anything good for his people. Atakuwa anaona where my name itakuwa tarnished. How will I survive in this country? I'm 40, nimeserve for 10 years, I'm 50. Labda God will give me another 20 years. How will I survive in this country where people are complaining about the messes I did? But hawa watu wazee, mtu anakaa kwa kiti anafanya vitu zingine hata hazitaki hata kutajwa mbele ya kamera. Akishamaliza anaenda anazeeka kule kwake, within 2-3 years ameenda. So unapata unashangaa, kumbe watu wanakujengwa na haribu the government, they don't stay long, they go. They have to stay long waone mess wamefanya in the government. So they are trying to push Kalonzo Musyoka kwa sababu they know when it will be between William Samoei Ruto and Kalonzo Musyoka, believe me guys, Kalonzo Ruto atawin. Hatuna any other option there. When tuamke tu asubuhi that this little opposition will settle on Kalonzo Musyoka, mimi pia immediately they will settle on Kalonzo Musyoka, then I will start to projecting Ruto's campaign, kwa sababu sioni any way opposition will go, kwa sababu Kalonzo Musyoka sure. Kalonzo Musyoka atukatai, the guy is statesman, but sasa sahi the wave is not with him. Tusemezane ukweli bana, the wave is not with him kabisa. So how will actually these people say that settling on Kalonzo Musyoka, that will be a very difficult decision and will be a very difficult for us to accept as Kenyans. So hii Kenya kwanza, if they have realized that they are going to fail, don't ever them start to get Sifuna. Sometimes kama kitu imekufinya sana, we normally say okay, those people that labda wako in campus, exam it has been too tough for you, so ukitoka kule unaanza kusema bana, these things I will pass it, these things very easy, these things very difficult. So watu wasione that ulikaliwa sana, watu wasione that hii mtihani ilikupeleka mbaya kabisa. This is what we are witnessing this Kenya Kwanza government. Wamerealize that Sifuna amewafikisha kwa ukuta, so for them not to subdue to that pressure, wanakuja wanaanza kusema mnaona huyu jamaa ni mapepo tu, huyu jamaa ni umoto tu wa makaratasi utazima, yani because they are feeling that pinch, they are feeling that pressure. What is your thought on that, guys? If you have really listened to Moses Kuria, is it just a wave that okay, opposition has already settled on Kalonzo Musyoka the same way they used to do to Raila Amolo Odinga? I doubt. Drop your thought in comment section. I'll be doing my best to it and giving you a response. And to that, guys, peace and love.